Hello and welcome to another episode of Space Engineers. We're starting off here just doing a little bit of salvaging at one of these spots, as, you know, we need to get all these materials back to the base eventually. And it's taking our sweet time getting it all there. Take a look at our inventory here. We're still filling up. Now, I think the next thing we need to do is go to the alien planet just for an exploration and hopefully a uranium trip, because with the mod pack that I have with the scarce resources, the alien planet is the only place that spawns uranium, and I'd like to start seeing what kind of uranium supply I can get so that I can move away from relying on the solar tower and get into relying on reactors, because that would be awesome. Unfortunately, it's going to take a lot of uranium, and we're going to have to make the trip all the way to the alien planet and back. The downside of that, as I was talking in the last episode, I'd like to get it possible to make an interstellar drone. Now, it looks like that isn't possible with the stock stuff, as you are unable to use the jump drive without a human activating it. My guess is maybe that's not some form of automation they want to have in the game. They don't want players to be able to like make ships that automatically jump around, which is unfortunate. However, it doesn't. I don't think that means that maybe we have to go there in terms of we have to be in the ship. We could probably send something on remote control. We just have to be actively controlling it while it jumps, which, I don't know, we'll figure it out. But the idea being today, what we're going to do is we're going to get the dropship, we're going to take it up into space, we're going to get the jump drive, which is still sitting up there at Moon Approach. It should be still sitting there, and we're going to take it to the alien planet. We'll have to do some exploratory jumps in order to figure out how far away that place is. And all the while, we're going to take our little hydrogen-powered ship, stick it in the cargo hold so we can take it down to the alien planet and land on the surface. Well, and then go and mine up a whole bunch of uranium and then fly back to the moon, let it process. Now, in the meantime as well, I think I want to finally move all of the refineries and assemblers out of the back of the dropship and lower its weight. Speaking of weight, how are we doing here? We about full? Cargo containers full, the grinders are getting full, and the connector is full. Very good, we're almost there. So we'll just talk about this for a little bit more, and then we'll head back to base. So, the original design, sort of Mark 1 of the dropship, was meant to be sort of like a flying base so that I could start this moon base. But now that we're actually getting really close, we just have a bit more to dig out underneath the base. Then we can start going ham on setting up all of my industry up here. And therefore, I won't need industry on the dropship anymore. So I've got a pair of refineries and a pair of assemblers. I've been operating entirely off those assemblers for a while here. So the idea being is I can hopefully get out of those assemblers, put a couple onto the moon base, and just use those. I think this will work out nicely. Alright, that's probably enough for now. We've got to continue coming back here, and I didn't have a GPS for this. I flew around until I could finally find it. Let's throw a GPS. And call this Salvage 2. It's because I took away this thing's antenna, so I wasn't able to see it. But off we go back to base. Make sure that I'm going the right way. Yes, we are. Excellent. So yeah, and that'll also reduce the weight a bunch for that dropship, so that we can carry back more uranium. So it should be good. We're also going to have to sort of, I guess you could call it like re-retrofit our little hydrogen flyer, our utility ship we've been using forever. It's currently just sitting in my sort of small ship stockpile. We need to get a good drill head onto the front of it somehow. And I think we can do that. There's the solar tower. And we'll be back at base in just a few moments. And backing it up into position here. Lock and charge. And if we look at our local inventory, oh yeah, sucking out all those materials. Excellent. Alright, so this little workhorse, oh, you've been so good to me. You've done so much work. We're going to continue to use you because you're awesome. We need to put drills on you again because that is what's up. Drill. So we need to get probably a bunch of drills. I want to kind of coat your front. And I think this camera can come off. I'm not sure if I need it right now for what we're going to do. And, I think I might do is I might go with some little conveyors as well. We'll get some junctions. We'll get a few of those. And we might do something like that. And so we can start with that on the side of it. Oop, a little too far. Oh, I need to put like a block here or something. There we go. Now I can align this. Haha. That functions. And then we'll put another one on the edge, and that should reach out to the entirety of it. Ooh, but we want to do this. We're going to put a junction there, and then put a drill on the end of the junction. And then we can I do this? Can I do a 90 degree? No, I can't. I want to put a drill right there, right on the top of that junction. Do I have to just raise it up one? Ah, now I can put a drill on the front of it. This works. Hell yeah. That's what I wanted to do. I want that. Big drills. Let's get it welded up. Tis just another set of silly drills that I'll be using temporarily. I really need to redesign a whole mining ship from this, like from the ground up, from scratch, to make this thing better. But we'll get there in the future. I need interior plates, eh? Alright, I'll just go grab some more. Get stuff to build small conveyors. We'll get this thing all welded. And then we'll go and slap it into the dropship. Alright, it was this one. That's the one that needed it. Excellent. Also, I should just paint this thing with my my new colors. Was it Control-Shift-P? Yeah, that's it. No, not Control-Shift-P. If you have a color, so if you press P, you come up with the color picker, and you can select a hue. So say if I pick red, then if I look at a single part and middle click, it paints that part. If I hit Control and middle click, it paints sort of the local area. So I can like paint that and things that are directly attached to it, sort of thing. And if I Control Shift middle click, it paints the entire thing. So that's how you can do your paint. So I don't know, we can make this thing an interesting color. Let's do it like a white, and then we'll have some yellow fanciness to it. I didn't want that yellow. I wanted my drills. We'll make the drills a different color. Get like a yellow thrusters or something like that. Simply because we can. I have no idea if this looks good or not. I am not a fashion person. You know, honestly, it just looks good white. It looks clean. Oh yeah, it actually just looks clean and nice, all in white. Yeah, we're just going to leave it like that. And we'll take it off here. We will turn our thrusters on. Unlock from the ground. And we'll throw our tool on here. Drill. Oh yeah. Oh yeah, that'll be some good drilling ability. And let us go park this into the dropship. And connect. Oop, a little too far. Now. Is that not lining up? Oh, strange. Are these connectors working? Do I have them on? Is the question. Interesting that it's not wanting to connect with that connector. There is something amiss here. Let's check it out. What about this other connector? Is this connector working? Seems to be. Everything here, control panel, is owned by me. Everything on this ship is... oh, owned by nobody. Oh, interesting. Yes, change the owner to me. And now, connector works. Alright. A little bit of a derp there for some reason. We shall turn our thrusters off here so that we are not wasting our little bit of hydrogen. I don't know if it still does that. It used to be that if your sort of pilot lights were on, you would waste a little bit of hydrogen, but I can't remember if it still does that. We'll head back into the cargo area, and we don't need a lot of this stuff back here anymore. So let's start taking away a little bit of it and depositing it so that we can get it out of here. As we're retrofitting this, we're retrofitting it for the future. There's got to be a place I can deposit back here without having to run through, but it looks like I don't have access to it yet. So we'll deposit that there, and we'll just continue to grind down the bits here. So the idea is we don't need this big boy. It's connected to the ceiling, right? Okay, so I can take this refinery out, but I should cut this refinery off from its stuff. Let's get these power efficiency modules, and if I get rid of this thing, I'm not sure if this that hydrogen will kick on, because I have to make sure everything's all nicely piped up as well after I'm done, as I'm removing some of the connections here. But instead of the more of the base exploration version of this, we are now going for inventory full. Now I don't think it has access to the whole base anymore, because we've cut this off. So, or maybe it does. Let's see. Do I have access to the base? Large cargo container? I don't. That's good to know.
Inventory full.
So we need to get these out of the way and then reconnect to the base here, which hopefully will have the materials for this. No, we don't. Rip. And also I should set my color back to the dark here. Also, what is it if you are looking at a particular color? So if I have it set to white here, and I think it's Shift P? Yeah, that's it. You can select the color of the block you're looking at, so you can steal something's color, just in case you're wondering. So let's, I don't have interior plates. No! Do I really not have interior plates? Damn. I might need to, steal some from here for a bit before I can get this ship operational again. I need to reconnect this very temporarily. What about this other assembler? Can you make me some interior plates? Do you have the stuff available for that? You do. Excellent. I just need a bit. And hopefully you have the iron to do it. Looks like you do. Excellent. Alright. So I'll grab some more here. Let's just make a quick couple pipes. Alright, so now that I can re-access the base, we need to make sure that we clean this whole side of it out and get it all onto the base now, as we don't need any of this production stuff on the ship. So with our filter that is going into the base, we currently have it set as a blacklist. But what we should do is we should blacklist just ice and ammo. Ice and ammo. And beyond ice and ammo, clear it. We want nothing else in this thing beyond ice and ammo, because that's all I should really need. So if we go in here and we start looking at our local inventories, things should start getting ripped out. Such as this storage container. At least hopefully. Look at the ship here. Refinery. No refinery. What? There we go. Conveyor sorter to base. And yeah, it's pulling stuff. Excellent. Oh, look at all those steel plates it's pulling. My local large cargo containers should be starting to get absolutely drained here. This is going to take a few minutes, most likely, to get this all done. So I can help speed it along here by doing the large cargo and large on this side. And we can just start transferring to the colored ones, because those will be the ones on the other grid. And we can just get them off this ship. I'll keep the hydrogen bottles, probably. I might want to keep those on my person. But we get the rest of the stuff out of here. Yeah, let's transfer those to my person. The rest of it can get out of here. Just give me a couple minutes here. I'm going to get all this stuff transferred, and then we'll go from there. And that should be it. Every single last piece of components is off of the dropship. And now the dropship is more of a much more lighter, so it'll be easier to fly. And we can get rid of these guys back here. This assembler should have nothing in it. This refinery can go, although that's going to take a lot of stuff to grind down. Hopefully... Oh, I wonder, is my my thing here still connected all the way? I believe so. If I place this stuff in here, does it get pulled out? It is a very good question. And it doesn't look like it's going to. If I go for the large cargo containers on the other side, can I transfer it over? Okay, I can still transfer it. Alright, so I'll need to grind down this stuff and just throw it into that cargo container for now. Also, need to make sure before I take all these off. Okay, yeah, that's connected there, that's connected there. So we're not going to have like anything fall apart when we take this off. But we need to make sure that we've got connections around here for all of our individual little bits. So all of our engines and such will get their the power, get their hydrogen, which I should turn these on in the meantime. Hydrogen thrusters. That is for the that's not for us. Yeah, that's for the little miner ship. We'll just grab all of the local hydrogen thrusters and we'll toggle them on and it'll be good. Grab those on and let's double check. Make sure everything is getting their hydrogen. Excellent. We are ready to take off. I haven't looked at this from outside yet. That's kind of cool. Seeing the window there. Just a couple more things to grind down and replace with a little bit of piping. Namely that refinery there. Oh, excellent.
Inventory full.
Just a couple more things to grab. And then we can go off on our adventure. And what I'll probably want to do is add in that jump drive to this ship somehow, so that we can use it on the ship without having to sort of grab it from the front. So making sure, yep, everything is still getting hydrogen, so we're still good there. We're essentially ready to disconnect, and then we can, we could take that off and go put another Gatling gun on the side there. So let us, I'm skipping across the ground here, back to the base. Since we have access to stuff here, let's grab everything we need for a couple Gatling guns, just for a little bit of spare parts. And let's detach from the base. Heading on up. Grab our connectors. I always can't remember which connector this is, so screw it. I'm just going to go cut this one off. I should really rename these. Okay, let's do that right now. I can just barely see it there, then press K for this. This is connector hanger. And so the other one would be connector 3, which we can unlock from connector 3. We're slowly going down. That's because we've got the other weight on here that's not being accounted for. Like the rotor turret and the docked ship, I believe. But we are free, and we are lighter, which means we are gonna kick ass. Get our Gatling gun. We'll take the connector here off, which had a little bit of ammo in it, but we'll grab that ourselves. Take the connector, and we'll slap a gun onto there, just so that we have the gun that... It is just another gun to protect ourselves. Deposit all of our extra bits, and let us go and get the thing here. So we're going to go for a door, and we're going to close all doors. Alright, base. Take care of yourself. Stay out of trouble. And I'm going to be back in the future. One thing I want to check is I'd like to probably turn off the... I don't need all the doors closed just yet. God damn it. I need to open up my hangar doors again. I want to turn off the nanites while I'm gone, as I don't want them sucking up all the base's power, as it's only got this one battery, so it'll be depleted in 30 minutes. It'll be down and out before I get back. So nanites for now turn off, and yeah, now it's fully recharged in 56 minutes. So this battery will keep this base running and make it so it doesn't disappear on us. And we are ready to fly off. Get these doors closed. And I guess we can pressurize the hangar, I guess. Why not? Yeah, there we go. Now we don't need our helmets here in a moment. Taking their sweet time to pressurize. Or maybe... Ah, now they're pressurizing. Excellent. Pressurize the hangar, close all my doors. Charge up my hydrogen from my suit. And let's head off. So we're going to go to our GPS. We want moon approach. That is where I left the thing. And I've totally forgotten where moon approach is already. It should be a long ways away. Yep, there it is, over the horizon. So goodbye, moon base. We will be back in the future. Let's burn for escape velocity here. Get a few hundred meters per second, then we'll cut our engines. And we'll just coast into orbit. And go towards moon approach. Okay, I think what we'll do is we'll grab it with a connector just on the outside of the ship. Probably the same things we did before. Grab it with our little hydrogen ship and use that to also connect to the base, or connect to the dropship. Then, once we do the first jump and the thing needs to recharge anyway, we will grind it down and put it inside, because at that point we will need to charge it up anyway, so we can grind down the whole thing. We can steal its battery power and such, and just leave it attached for a while. So we should be almost into space here. Very good. We'll turn on our inertial dampeners so we can stop up. We can just barely see it there on the horizon as we'll move towards it. 2 kilometers out. And it's still here. It's still perfectly intact and happy and just waiting for me to come get it. Alright, let's park up nice and close to it. Probably about 100 meters away will be good. And we'll park this ship right here. And let's go get our little tug. I should probably activate my gravity generator on. There we go. Got gravity. Let us change our vents and pop open the doors. Now, you shouldn't have any issues grabbing this thing, I believe, with those drills. It might bump into it, but it should be okay considering the connector pokes out a bit. So one thing we do need to do is we do need to go throw a connector onto the outside of the ship here somewhere. So we'll probably just slap it again back on the front in the center where it was before, just as a way to connect up to the ship. And let's grab our little welder worker thingy. We'll unlock, turn on our thrusters, and we'll move our way out of here and go and grab this bad boy. Where be your connector? Oh, it's on the dark side. And line up with it and give it a grab. It's been so long since I've grabbed you. Excellent. Now go for the programmable block and we'll turn it off, and we'll go to the gyro on there and we'll unlock its override. And we can move it. Excellent. Where is the ship? There. Wow, that looks kind of cool. It's hard to see against the background of the sun. I can just see the glow of its hydrogen engines and nothing else. Move towards it here. Oh, probably too fast. Come on, stop, 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 stop. Very good. Okay. Okay, nice and gentle. Gentle. Get into position here. We'll make this all nice and aligned, like so. And we'll lock it up. Oh, a little bit too far. I was going to maneuver around the camera to see which angle you're off from. And there we go. Excellent. Now I'll just pitch up a little bit to get my turning. Good. And since I'm not sure which connector we are, we'll just grab them all and hit lock. Alright, there we go. We've got the jump drive on the front of the ship now. Now, I wonder and hope this is how this is going to work. So since this is all connected now, what we should be able to do is hopefully control it maybe by that remote control block. So if I get into here and I search for the remote control, which should be this one. I have a remote control on this small ship, but I'm not using it. I also want to turn off my antennas because I don't want any reavers to see me. If I grab the remote control on here, this is the remote control that's the front of the jump drive. So if I control from there, what that should be is that should be like this. If I push forward? Oh, it's not doing anything. Strange. Alright, where's the alien planet? It's over there. This is going to be a lot of jumps, probably. Let me figure this out. Let me go jump into the dropship. Because it doesn't look like I'm able to turn that well. Let's get up. And, okay, good. There we go. Now we can turn well. We will also go to the thruster group for that guy there and turn off his thrusters, so he's not wasting his fuel. And what we want to do is we should be able to point towards the alien planet. And if we bring up our G menu, we should be able to add the jump drive to it with jump. And let's go increase distance and decrease distance on there as well. And then we'll just go up to the jump. And we'll probably need to do a blind jump full distance. We can go 908 kilometers from here to there. Now, how is that reasonable? Mars, how far is Mars? Mars approach from here is, yeah, it's 2,000 kilometers. And that is even further. So it's actually going to take us multiple jumps to get out there. So we're going to aim at the alien planet and let us commit. Blind jump, 900 kilometers, 100% of the way. And let's go. And off we go with the jump with the whole kit and caboodle. Goodbye, moon. We'll be back. There's the moon way back there. And there's the alien planet. Closer, but not there yet. Now, unfortunately, we're kind of stuck here in the water for a couple minutes as the thing needs to recharge. Thankfully, we do have the massive quantities of batteries. We have those batteries that are also on it, which with just those batteries, it has a couple jumps, I believe. So we'll have more than enough power to get there. And we'll just have to continue using this setup to get all the way out there. It'll take us a few jumps to get there. But yeah, we'll come back after we've made our way to the alien planet. Oh dear, here I am just waiting to get recharged, and a dangerous encounter has popped up 6 kilometers away. Now, they've also chatted. You've been causing me lots of trouble. Let's see how you handle a real fight. I have a few minutes left here waiting to get charged up. We can take a look, and we can go to the jump drive. Fully charged in 2 minutes. We're pouring 32 megawatts into it. We're putting a whole bunch of power. We just need to... Hopefully this guy doesn't come after us for 2 minutes. I was going to jump into... I guess I probably shouldn't because I need it to be connected. But I could, theoretically, disconnect this guy, fly him down, and then connect the thing directly to... It's probably a good idea, actually. So we can get this miner back inside. So let's do this. We'll get in here. We will disconnect from both sides. Actually, then push straight down. So we're just getting out of that gap. Oh, excellent. Okay. And we'll just go over here for now. Park ourselves up. Oh yeah, just barely fits in this hangar now. Oh jeez. There we go. There we go. Come on, you thing. Get connected. And then we'll lock up. We'll turn off our thrusters for this thing again. Alright. Now all we need to do is get in the dropship and just nudge ourselves forward, because we should be aligned if we don't change anything but just nudge forward, and we should connect up directly to it, because we should vacuum it on there. Yeah, there we go. Now we just gotta grab the connectors. And then we'll just grab all these connectors and lock them. Alright, there we go. We grabbed it again. Nice! So now it is a direct connection to the thing. So we can... The idea being, I could probably leave the dropship in orbit. Maybe. Not sure how I want to do it. But I could leave the dropship in orbit, and I can just take the miner down, with the dropship having the jump drive. And then, at that time, we can grind down the jump drive and put it inside the ship here, so that we don't have to have this thing on the front of the ship anymore after this. But we're getting close, aren't we? Aren't we? Jump drive. You're ready to go. Maximum jump distance of another 900 kilometers. We'll point towards the planet there. Goodbye, dangerous encounter. We're out of here. Jump. And again. Epic jump picture. Ah, we're gonna have to do this so many times to get there. But this time, we know we've got a few minutes here. We've got 7 minutes. So plenty of time for us to go and screw around in the local area. We can grab our little ship here. We'll disconnect from, and what we can do is very temporarily throw down a GPS, just so that we remember where this thing is and we don't get lost. And we could go take a look at one of these local asteroids. In the meantime, is there anybody that's close? Because we can go grab some goodies. There's nobody that's really close. We'll just try out this guy. Wherever that asteroid is, we'll aim off to the side of him, so that way we don't actually hit him if we coast past him too quickly. We'll get up to a couple 100 meters per second, and we'll coast towards them. Oh shit, there's one right there. Never mind, we'll go to that one. That one's close. Stop ourselves up. Again, aim to the side, so that way if we misjudge our braking distance, we don't slam into it. And we'll get to it. Excellent. I want to drill things. I want to drill things so badly. And let's see what's here. Ore detector is on and full distance here. And let's go check this out. Do we have anything fun? Looks like just stone here. No goodies? Goodies, please give me goodies. I want all the goodies. We're not going to get uranium or anything, but I don't know, a little patch of ice. It's always good to have a little bit of extra ice. Oh, there's some silver that we could get. We've got our ejector on to get rid of our stone. So we can go in and we can just go straight into the silver. We can check out how our new drills work. Our configuration here. Oh yeah. Oh, just boring directly into a big vein of silver. Oh, it's absolutely delicious. How are we doing? It looks like this configuration of drills is good enough for me to just drill straight forward. Although what I might want to do, I don't know if I brought enough components for it. It would have been something to where those drills are sticking up to also do drills that are sticking down in the same spots. That would have been the best thing to do. I'll see if I can have enough components on the dropship to salvage for that. And then we'll have all the drills. We'll have 8 drills up front. But for now, we'll get a whole bunch of silver here. And then we'll head back to the ship. Get a little bit of stone, and our little ejector should be working, right? Ejector, throw out, collect all, yes. And our filter, or I mean not our filter, our sorter, is stone, drain all. Start spitting that stone out. Or is it not on? Sorter, on. Spit, there you go. That's it. Get rid of that stone. At this moment, we don't need you. Just give me all this glorious silver. Oh yeah. Oh, look at all that silver. Oh, what? Why do I have reactor components in my connector? Whatever. It's alright. Now, we don't need too much of this right here. We can always go find more at a different asteroid. But that is a nice little top-up of silver. We'll check to see if there's anything else of importance right around here. And then we can head back to the dropship. And, yeah, I can't see anything else, so we'll just move away from that and head back to the dropship. Coming in for a dock. We'll get ourselves attached up here. There we go. Excellent. Turn off our thrusters. And we should be pretty much ready to jump again. Jump drive? You're ready. Awesome. Okay. Let's do that one more full distance jump here. It looks like we do need the full distance, which is kind of annoying. We'll do it again. Oh, it's only 98% charged. It's so close, though. 99, 99.75. And now we can jump. Oh, we're only going 886 because we have heavier stuff now. Oh my god. This is going to take so many jumps to get home. I maybe should have done a second jump drive for this. Alright, well, let's jump. Another 880 something kilometers. Zoop. And we're still not there. Oh my god. Okay. This is going to take me a while to get to the alien planet at this rate. So, in the meantime, we're going to let it go here for this episode. I will get to the alien planet, and when we get on the next episode, we'll be coming into the atmosphere and coming down for a landing, and hopefully taking the fight to the enemy and seeing what we can do about it. But that is going to be it for now. Thanks for watching, and good hunting.